doing and spirits-wise?
I haven't talked to him after the game. I mean, I know he's hurt pretty bad. I didn't see him play. I just saw him on the ground, and he was in a lot of pain. And I know that he's really in a lot of pain because in those situations, throughout his career, he usually gets back out there on the floor. So I'll talk with Doug Halverson, our trainer, and see how serious it is. But I didn't see him play. I just saw him on the ground.
At what point did you realize he wasn't going to be able to come back into the game?
I did at halftime. I did at halftime. I was not looking for him, but just, I guess, hopingly expecting him to get back in the game, because when he was walking off the floor, he said, "Coach, I just need to tie my shoe and I'll be back out there." And my only concern is Armando. I just want him to be okay. So.
As a result, Jalen got 27 minutes. He'd only had 20 coming in. What did you like about what he did, and how much do you think he grew just being out there and having those extended minutes?
Well, I've said this to you guys, and I've said it to the team a number of times, that your number is going to be called. And I can't tell you when, where, how, the manner in which it's going to be called, but your responsibility and your job is when it's called, you need to be ready. And his number was called tonight. It was called for him to play extended minutes more than he has since coming back, and I thought he played fantastic. To be a freshman, to be on the road, to get extended minutes, I was very pleased with him and very proud of him.
Coach, Vanderplas, 5 for them. Not much of a factor in the first half, and then with that small lineup kind of came alive. What was tough about that matchup, the way you guys were kind of playing them?
Yeah, that small lineup, it did hurt us. He's a big that he can cause some problems because he's a big that can shoot the ball from the outside. And so, you put a traditional big on him. Now he has the ability to space, and in transition he's not going to the front of the rim, he's spotting up from 3, so that's different than if you put a smaller guy on him. He has the ability, he's big enough and skilled enough to be able to post up. He played really well in the second half. I really feel like the thing that really hurt us was just one-on-one dribble drives to the basket. I know he played extremely well, and he played a huge part in them being successful in the second half, but I thought our inability to win our one-on-one matchups and be able to guard our guy and stop them from just straight line drives to the basket, I think that hurt us the most.
Not having Mondo as a rim protector, kind of coupled with that?
Mondo could have been in the game. It didn't matter. You give anybody a straight line drive to the bucket, you can have Armando in there, whomever. It's good things don't happen when, from a defensive standpoint, you allow that to happen, and you allow that to happen consistently.
Hubert, I think it was 1 assist for you guys in the second half, if I've got it right. Like, just offensively, what did you feel like didn't work so well for you in the second half?
Yeah, I think, one, you have to credit Virginia. I mean, they're a really good defensive team, but I mean, we had some open looks. We just didn't make them. And so, one of the things against Virginia is, once you're able to create an open shot, you got to be able to take it, and you got to be able to hit it. And in the first half, I felt like we were able to do that somewhat consistently. In the second half, we just didn't. Again, I don't think the 1 assist was the determining factor that, things didn't turn out good for us tonight. We turned the ball over, and when we turned the ball over, it was pick sixes. It was offensive rebounds. We didn't box out. dribble drive, didn't come in and help and get loose balls, and the discipline and details that you have to win games like this and win on the road, we just didn't have. And when you don't have that, you get this type of result.
Number 2, Reese Bateman, you mentioned the driving earlier. Just what was so hard about containing him tonight?
I have to look at the film. You know, he is extremely talented. He's quick. He has an ability to penetrate and get to the basket, and he's an excellent finisher, but he can also distribute the basketball. A lot of his drives are just straight line drives.
When Caleb cuts it to 3 at the end there, what needed to happen for you guys?
To get a stop.
Didn't happen.
To get a stop. Didn't we cut it to 3 twice?
Yeah.
Down the stretch, and then you get a stop. You gotta get stops. You gotta get a stop.
Hubert, I know you're not looking for moral victories, but what
No.
does it tell you about the way you guys recalibrated being down 2 starting big men and the way?
It doesn't matter. It does. It just doesn't matter. You know, in the box score, and I mean, maybe in some of you guys' articles, you can say, wow, look how they fought without Armando and Pete, but it's an L. It's our 6th loss. You know, we needed to be better to win here, and we have enough. We have enough on this stat sheet to have won this game tonight, and we didn't get it done.
Take one more if there is one.
Is there a singular thing that's frustrating in the strike now? Is it the defensive? Is it not getting the stop late? Is it the straight line drive? Is the one thing that stands out?
I just don't like to lose. I'm not frustrated at them. They're great kids. You know, they're such a blessing and an honor. I thank Jesus every day that I'm in this position to be able to help and to serve and to coach them. And I love coaching them. I love being around them, and I just love it. I just like to win. Felt like we had a good opportunity tonight, and we just didn't get it done. And so I have to prepare this week and prepare to play a very talented Louisville team on the road on Saturday.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everybody.